Good evening, cubes of the Cash. Gary B, the Casual Comic Guy here, and today, guys, we have part 5 of my retro cover rewind series featuring Arak Son of Thunder, and we're going to look at issues 41 through 50 plus the annual. All right, we're not going to waste a lot of time. We're not going to keep you here very long. It's one artist that does most of these books on the cover, so it's a lot of fun. We're going to get right through it, and if you're liking and enjoying the series, please check out the playlist that says Retro Cover Rewind, and you will see all the other ones I've done, plus the whole Arak series. But without further ado, so issues 41 through 50 have Tony DeZuniga covers. So that's what we're looking at. We're going to see what he did, what his direction with the character was, and just enjoy. All right, the first one up is a bright cover. It's called Beware the Bull of Heaven. And a lot of yellow, a lot of brightness, and a great cover. And you see Valda in peril below as Arak rides the bull. And just a fun intro cover. And just a lot going on. And the bright's nice, but don't get used to the brightness. It's going to go away rather quickly. Alright, so next up we see a bull scorpion type creature fighting Arak. It says, what lurks beyond the scorpion gate? A lot of dark on this one. Cool cover. You know, when you're reading these books about warriors, you always like to see a fun battle cover. You like to see monsters and creatures when you're reading about sword sandals or sword and sorcery, whatever type of low fantasy fiction that you're into. But great little battle cover. We'll get you a little closer so you can really see that bull spider. I'm sorry, bull scorpion. And just a fun little cover. Great imagination on there by Tony. Next up, we have, we have two newsstands. Beastmen of the World Below, issue number 43. And again, this is another cool cover. You got the face there. You got all these creatures around it. And I think the way he drew Valda looks amazing. And just a great cover. And, you know, the character Valda really added a lot to this series. Much like Conan had Belit and Red Sonja in his title, Arak has Valda, and the title's better for it. So great cover by Tony there again. Next cover by Tony. So this one's cool because it's a frame cover, and I love frame covers. And this was called The Man Who Would Be Death. And you see him fighting some sort of idol. Really cool. A little border cover. Breaking the border, which is, I love that. That's one of my favorite things in some of the Bronze Age comics is and maybe just the art breaking the border covers. I think is just fun, as it is here. So great cover. Next up, we got a little brighter cover again, and this one is beautiful. This is probably I don't know. This one's gorgeous. This is again Tony DeZuniga. It says She That Hath Wings. And you see him holding this woman, and it looks like she's got like some butterfly type wings that are hanging down. And just a gorgeous cover. A lot of action going on. You see other ones around in the background. And this one, you see this cover and you want to read this story. You want to see what's inside the book. It just draws you in. I like the yellow around it. It really draws your eye to the page. Everything's centered so well. And this is a favorite cover of mine in the series. Next up, we have From Valhalla, a Valkyrie. All right, and this is issue number 46. So there we go. We have the warrior that he fought in an earlier issue, and they kind of became common warriors together. And again, just looking like they're about to throw down with this Valkyrie. But as with everything, there's always more to what you see than on the cover, right? So, well, I garbled up that sentence, but we're going to keep moving along with it anyway. It was a long work day. I'm tired, and it doesn't matter. We're getting through this. Next up, Arak Son of Thunder, and there's Hakon right there. And there's Valda. And just a great battle cover again. Up here on this creature. Just amazing. And you're just seeing a lot of cool stuff, a lot of imagination on these Arak covers. And I don't know, they were just their own thing. They were fun and very character specific, and wasn't like any other series to me. People try to compare them to the Conan series. I think they're vastly different. All right, so then we have this one in newsstand and direct, and this is issue 48. It says, "Step aside for Mulan, the She-Warrior," co-starring Valda, the Iron Maiden. So there we go. We'll show the newsie, and another great cover. You know me, I'm a sucker for those women. So when they put a good warrior woman on the cover, just makes it all the more fun. So another cover that if you see it on the stand, you really want to read it. You want to see what's going on. And you see Valda in the background fighting some sort of leopard. And just a lot happening. Next up, we have issue number 49. And this one's really dark. Probably not my favorite. This will probably be other people's favorites. But it just seems a little more sketchy. But cool cover nonetheless. And you really see Arak struggling there. He's not having a good time with this fight. The best is being gotten of him, and, you know, things don't look good. And then the last issue of Arak Son of Thunder, which was issue 50. Now, I thought this was definitely not my favorite cover. I really don't like the kind of abstractness of it. Beautiful on the inside, though. Just not my favorite cover from Tony. And but still, great wrap-up issue. You know, our hero gets a nice happy ending, which, you know, isn't always a commonplace. And then next up, we have the annual, and this is a Ron Randall cover, the only one that's not a 20 Days of Niga cover in this. And we've got a couple of those, and just again a fun battle cover. Two warriors face to face. The flaming sword is there. What more could you want to draw you into the issue than to see what this battle's about? You, of course, know who's going to come out on top, but it doesn't matter. It's about the fight. It's about the reason they're fighting, and it's about the warrior's heart, right? So a lot of fun. But that's it, guys. That wraps up the Retro Cover Rewind series. I can't say rewind tonight. Rewind series for Arak Son of Thunder. So I hope you guys enjoyed this series. I hope you had a lot of fun seeing these great artists take on this character and the way they portrayed him and their vision of him. And you can kind of see back then that they had kind of a through line that whatever artist was on it, you had a certain style that Arak was drawn in. And it just suited the character well. A very consistent 50 issues with covers, right? So when you look at series, the covers can be up and down, up and down, up and down. And I think Arak Son of Thunder has some of the most consistent covers for a 50 issue run. There's none of those covers that are really just bad. There's a few that are just okay, but a lot of them are good, really good to great. And it's a really solid series with art. Again, you had Ron Randall, who came into his own on the series. You had, of course, Ernie Colin. You had 20 Days of Niga. So you had great talent working on this series, along with Roy Thomas writing, sometimes co-writing with his wife, Dan, and just good stuff. But that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, keep it casual.